runners go at it.
BA, there was once a point in history where we were talking about, is the five-man phased out of the game? And all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, you can see how effective Darius Garland can be shooting it. It's all about him finding his rhythm.
Brunson passes to Bridges. Hart from long range drains the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Garland feeling it out a bit. Out left to the wing. From deep, Mobley. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. New York has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Well, when Mikal Bridges was drafted in 2018, his hometown team, the Philadelphia 76ers, elected to trade him after selecting him.
And BA, he made no secret of the fact that that was a heartbreaking moment at the time. Consider that his mom actually worked in the Sixers front office in those days. But in the end, he has carved out one heck of a career.
Now here's Towns over Allen. That one's wide left.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Mitchell misses from close range.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Towns. Again, the miss by Towns.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And that one drops.
Boy, what a dribble move by Brunson. Ball on a string on that drive.
Pass to Mobley. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Brunson passes to Bridges, puts up a deep 3. No good on the shot.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Strus's shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Bridges misses.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Mitchell misses.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, the Knicks missing. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Count that one.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
From deep, Mitchell. And it's New York with a rebound. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And guys, Coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense. BA?
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Garland. On target from range. Garland's got 7 points in the game.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. The three-point shot so highly valued.
Here's Brunson, and they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
From deep, Mitchell. Hart pulls it in. New York leading by 3. To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Allen. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Throw it down on the lob.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Here's Towns. He can't get it to go. Outside Mitchell. From deep three-point land. Can't hit that one.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. Oh, it's good! He hit it! Great shot! Oh, showing some moxie. Nailing.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the 2. That's the group for New York starting the second. Three-pointer, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
The 3. The shot by Towns, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Bridges against Mitchell. Oh, misses the dunk.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Garland against Brunson. Pulls up on the wing, and the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got 12 points.
Darius Garland cooking right now. Boy, when he gets going, he is a problem.
Brunson passes to Bridges. And again, the Knicks missing. The Cavs have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Garland, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Bridges outside. Hart with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Bridges. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Mitchell. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Brunson up top, covered by Strus. Outside Anunoby. Hits the front of the rim and out. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting around 35% from the field so far. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
The Cavs have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. From deep, Mitchell. It's rebounded by New York. Outside Brunson. Oh, sweet move. And again, the Knicks missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially...
Oh, Donovan Mitchell. He's got springs in those legs.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
The shot by Towns, no good. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. The 3 is up. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Towns into the lane. drills it. He's now 1 for 8 in this one.
Now, this is what separates Karl Anthony Towns from other players his size. That quick first step to get to the drive game.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
A new lineup here for New York. Outside Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
3-point goal.
Garland's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
Pulls it in from the elbow. A nice shot by McBride. McBride's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Robinson. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Mobley. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Payne. From deep. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Cleveland on top, leading by... Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the 3rd quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
On the court right now for Cleveland. Dean Wade is out there with Thompson. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the point. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doors, think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, B.A., officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult. I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Right, the open look. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
There's the 3. Jerome, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's right missing. Cleveland leading by 3. Here's Hunter. Achua with the rebound. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Here's Tucker. New York again can't hit. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 in this 3rd quarter. And here's Hunter for 3. Not going to go that time.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Robinson. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Achua for 3. Sinks it from distance. Achua's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Cleveland leading by 3.
Cavaliers lead.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Jerome, no good. New York has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. Left side, Tucker. to McBride. Chua for three. They get it back. Here's Robinson. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Robinson's got his second basket on the night.
32-31.
Here's Wade. Off the mark there with a three. The Knicks have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Right, pass to Achua. Robinson on the wing. Shoots over Thompson. Robinson can't hit.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Merrill. Here's Wade. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. Wade's got 5 points.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Here's McBride. New York again can't hit. The Cavaliers lead by 6. And here's Hunter from the arc. And Tucker pulls it down. And New York has possession. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3. Tucker's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Cavaliers lead 37-30.
Here's Jerome. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's McBride. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Well, Cleveland's shooting just 36% in the third. And here's Hunter from the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside McBride. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've just finished the third quarter.
Here we go, fans.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Knicks trail by 3. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Josh Hart, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Anunoby's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Brunson surveys. Outside Hart to take the lead. And again, New York with the triple.
How about that well-timed drop-off? Jalen Brunson just knows where to put the basketball.
40-39.
Merrill outside. Outside Hunter. Pulls up. Hart pulls it in. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Hart. And out of bounds. The Cavs will take it. New York making a switch here. Shamit's checked in. And here comes Cleveland. Allen, the pass to Garland. The 3 is up. The Knicks with the rebound. Hart's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. New York has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Here's Brunson. 3-pointer, Bridges. New York again can't hit.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Cleveland again missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Great look, but off the mark. The Cavs trailing. The 3 from Mitchell, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 5 assists in the game. Brunson against Garland. Kicks it out Towns. Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. Back to Hart. Fires from the wing. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got rebound number 7 tonight. And here's Mitchell. Allen inside. He's guarded by Bridges. From deep, Mobley. Allen, the pass to Mitchell. They shoot again. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Spins. It's Hart on the wing. Outside Brunson. Pass to Shaman. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Drains the triple.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Towns outside. Pass to Hart. Yes, it's good. And now it's a 4-point Knick lead. Cleveland has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. From deep, Mitchell. Ooh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Here's Shaman. Pass to Brunson. Tries the spin move. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
From deep, Mitchell. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. New York has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the 3rd quarter.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backcourt.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And they double up Brunson. Pass to Shaman. Outside Brunson. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
Outside Brunson. Here's Towns. And that one falls.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And so the big win.
both look to impose their will on the backboard.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Here's Brunson. And it's White with the rebound. Porzingis passes to Holiday. And White kicks to Tatum. For the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Brunson with a clean look. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Outside, White. From deep. It's rebounded by New York.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Brunson. Stolen by Holiday. Shoots the 3. The shot missing. And here are the Knicks. 4-point game. Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor. Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
That bucket in no time at all.
And he also brings the hustle to the table. Towns doesn't wait when the break is on. He's quick to get up the court.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. DA?
Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Shot clock at 6. Anunoby. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. From outside the arc. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. New York trailing. It's Hart on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. Towns, no luck. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. From the corner, and there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Holiday.
Brown very confident in that jumper of his.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Launches a 3. And no good. Celtics leading by 3. Tatum kicks to White. From the arc. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
10-9.
Porzingis, that's a 2. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Brunson finds Bridges. Over Holiday. That one wide left. The Celtics with the lead. The steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Bridges dishes to Towns. A 3-ball. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Porzingis passes to White. Uncovered. Good. He hits the jump shot. White's got 5 now.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Brunson. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Boston on top, up 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Filling the perimeter slots, it'll be White and Tatum. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post position. And it's Pritchard in at the point.
For almost anyone but Tatum, that's a bad shot. But he has the range to make all of that just so easy.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Releases. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Knicks trail by 4. Bridges, right side. Out to Brunson. Hart, wide open. He fires. Buries it from three-point range. Hart's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't afford to let Hart get going too deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
And it's White missing. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Kept alive. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Outside, Towns. Clock at 6. Tries again. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
That's tipped. The Celtics have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said they can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Hard against Tatum. 13 feet away. And he knocks down the jumper. And now a 6-point Boston lead. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Here's Hart. Here's Brunson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Brunson, a very physical player, someone that understands how to bait defenders into fouling.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Brunson for 3, lights the lock and drains it.
Making the defense look hopeless. Brunson so clever with his ball handling.
Pritchard passes to Horford. Tatum against Anunoby. Back to Horford. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. From deep, Brunson. Towns down low. He's against Porzingis.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
Tatum kicks to Horford. Over Hart. That's good from Horford on the assist by Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Pass to Anunoby. Stolen by Tatum. Pritchard passes to Porzingis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see from Porzingis.
Brunson surveying the D. A deep three from Towns. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Pritchard. His three-pointers off the mark. Knicks trail by 3. Anunoby has the open look. Offensive rebound. White left side. Pass to Pritchard. A 3. It's good from long range. Pritchard's got the lead up to 6 now for Boston.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Landry Shamet. E.J. Tucker is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Kolek in at the point guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Shamet. Here's Robinson, goes back up, and it's good on the layup. Robinson's got his first points of the night.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
Here's Craig, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Now McBride hasn't made one yet. Pass to Kolek. Takes a 3. Shamet, and it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots. And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Here's McBride. A special move before the shot.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Celtics lead 36-28.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. A wide open look here for Craig. And they get it back. And there's a whistle that goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Number 7.
3-pointer. The Knicks pull it in. Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a number 1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
Here's Brown. Kolek grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Tucker. No good from outside. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Pritchard. Unloads. Boston again missing. New York's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Offensive rebound. Here's Kolek. Here's Tucker. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. For New York, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's McBride. Pass to Kolek. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Kolek has got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but he still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Pritchard. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Shaman. Still scoreless. No good from 18.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
New York's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. For the tie. And Boston with the rebound. On the wing, Brown. He's covered by Shannon. It's Brown with the bucket.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Kolek. Horford with the rebound. To the inside. Stolen by Tucker. Takes the 3. That one, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for me.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Horford on out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Holiday, and it's Hauser in at the shooting guard. Horford sets a screen for Holiday. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Celtics lead by 7. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Brunson outside. Drills the 3-pointer. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded.
Brown outside. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 13 with that last one. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one is on Holiday.
Oh, gritty make by Brunson. That guy plays way bigger than his size.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Holiday. Brunson covering, and the 3-ball is good.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Bridges inside the 3-point line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Bridges has got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
44.
Holiday attacking. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns is... Brunson finds Towns. And there it is for him. Towns has got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
So skilled working inside town. He knows how to operate down low.
Holiday, the pass to Brown. Let's go. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Brunson against Holiday. Brunson kicks to Hart. The three. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Tatum. Jason Tatum making sure of that one.
I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
Here's Brunson. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. Pass to Brown. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Towns is screen on Tatum. Brunson, no good. Austin's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. White dishes to Tatum. Back to White. Around Jay. It's rebounded by Towns.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are sometimes that you miss.
From about 19 feet, the shot no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's Brown. It's full.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Brunson. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Holiday goes in, lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
Oh, fearless shot there by Holiday. With the whole team counting on him, he is able to come through.
New York, no good that time either. Outside, White. The kick out to Holiday. From past the arc. That shot, no good. So we see Boston get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
defensive end.
Yeah, and Brian, look, there's two hallmarks of great defensive teams. Obviously effort, you can't do anything without it, but also communication. The best defensive teams communicate well, and it's what connects all five guys on the floor.
And a wise coach once said, defense wins championships.
I would say defense and offense win championships. You need both.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul. Here's Brown. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Garland for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Garland's got 5.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it. Supremely confident in his abilities.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's Mobley. Hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside White. Pass to Tatum. He shoots. Outside Holiday. There's the triple. Sinks the tray.
Always reading the angles. Holiday's able to find his shot.
On the wing, Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Holiday finds Porzingis. Tatum with it. Here's Brown. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Mitchell. No good off the glass.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. From the arc. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
There's Tatum with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast. The game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The 3 from Mitchell. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Tatum against Mobley. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Getting established positioning inside. Once Allen has this, he is a threat to score.
And that one drops for him.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
The 3 from Mitchell. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston trailing. White finds Brown. 3-pointer. Cavaliers with a rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hunter passes passes to Mitchell. Goes up on the wing. Yep, that one goes. Mitchell's got 6.
The defense has to get up inside and press Mitchell. He's thinking of shooting it whenever he has the ball.
Holiday passes to Brown. With 4 on the clock. Another miss by Brown. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the floor for Boston, the tandem on the perimeter, White and Tatum. Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Here's Pritchard. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
The Cavaliers lead by 4. Here's Mitchell. The slam by Donovan Mitchell.
We've become accustomed to these kind of moves from Mitchell. He's got that ball on a string.
Hunter against Tatum. Releases. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
And again, it's Cleveland converting.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage. That's inexcusable defense right there. You got to contest the shot better than that.
Elbow shot. And that one's long. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Pritchard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Pritchard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
Here's Mitchell. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Horford against Mobley. Pass to Pritchard. Takes the 3. Unable to get that one. Cleveland leading by 4. Here's Mitchell. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. That one goes. Count it.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Mobley finds Mitchell. Now here's Garland. The 3. Hits the three-pointer. Garland's got 8.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Horford. No made baskets yet. Pritchard. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like...
Oh, Spider Mitchell, wow.
A guard with major hops. Now, you know Mitchell loves getting chances to finish off those alley-oops.
Outside Tatum. Over Hunter. And it's Tatum missing.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
The shot no good.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Wing shot on the way. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 4. 34 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Jacks up a 3. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Garland finds Mitchell. Shot from the wing. Yes, on the jumper. Mitchell's got 19 points.
Possessing a shoot-first mentality, Mitchell's assertiveness on offense is what makes him so dangerous.
And here's Tatum. Tatum barreling in. And finished off by Tatum.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Cleveland Cavaliers. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
They've got Max Strus. Dean Wade is out there with Thompson. Then it's Ty Jerome, and it's Merrill in at the 2. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Celtics trail by 6. Here's Pritchard. Sends it home from three-point land. Pritchard's got 11.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Thompson with a screen. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
And Stanley went undrafted back in 2021, but Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
From deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Here's Craig. Knocked away. Cleveland leading by 3. Wide open look. And another basket for Cleveland.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
The 3 from Craig. Strus grabs the miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
For 3. The offensive rebound. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Shireman. Drives to the hoop. Yes! Great play by Horford to set him up.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Jerome. And the layup is good. Jerome's got 12 points in the game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Here's Shireman. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Shireman's got his second basket.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. The three from Craig. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Pass to Merrill. Let's go with a three. Pure from three-point range. Merrill's got himself on the board with a three there.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
They double-team Horford. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Merrill. Off target with the three.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Hauser passes to Pritchard. 4-3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Horford with a steal. And he lobs it up top. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Pass to Wade. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. From behind the arc. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Brown, he's checked in for Boston.
Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. The three from Craig. Thompson pulls it in. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it. And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 14. Puts up a three. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Merrill passes to Jerome. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Strus. Pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Uncovered. Jerome, no good. Here's Hauser. No good. Misses at the buzzer. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Celtics. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. So they take the lead.
Yeah, tricky area for some guys, but not Tatum. He can hurt you from mid-range.
Outside Mitchell. The 3 ball. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Brown. Oh, look out. JB throwing it down.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Harlan way outside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And this is why you must box out Allen, a strong player who can hurt you on the offensive glass.
Pass to Brown. he played through about a minute here in the fourth. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mobley outside. From outside the arc. Rebound Boston. Holiday looking for an opening. Here's Porzingis. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From deep, Mitchell. Here's Mobley. Outside Mitchell. Second chance effort. It's hauled in by White. Boston leading by 3. Outside, Brown. Pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. Hunter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. Mitchell's got 21 points in the game.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Allen with a screen on White. Here's Mitchell. And here's Hunter from the arc. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
That's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Back to Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Over Mobley. Again, the miss by Boston. And it's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. They've led by as much as 10. Brown with the steal. Porzingis finds Tatum. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
And the shot is good by Garland.
The pull-up is lethal for guys like Garland. Just one of the fast guards in our league.
Holiday passes to Brown. Over Hunter. Brown can't hit. The Cavaliers lead by 4. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Outside Tatum. 1:27 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Every year, Tatum seems to improve as a scorer, taking on the responsibility of shouldering the offense, too.
On the wing, Mitchell fires the 3. From outside, Mitchell is good.
It's spider time. Donovan Mitchell, ice in his veins.
Mobley against Tatum. Shoots over Mobley. Tatum can't hit. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 12-4 run. The 3 from Mitchell. And Cleveland another 3.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Brown. Pulls it. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
The 3 from Mitchell. The rebound, Celtics.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
The shot, no good.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, better finish it.
Outside Porzingis. Pass to Brown. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second team foul.
Good on the first. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
And here's Brown for 3. No good that time. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on.
front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Anunoby out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Towns in at the center position.
Pretty interesting adjustment from Garland on that attempt.
Brunson with a clean look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brunson against Garland. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And it's Strus missing. We're about 1 minute into the first. Stolen by Allen. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Plays it up off the glass.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Cavaliers. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. We can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thanks, David. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Here's Garland. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Yes, that goes in. Garland's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
For three, Bridges. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
For three, Mitchell. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Mobley, a screen on Anunoby. The wide open shot from Strus. That three off the mark. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Mobley wide open. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And Hart has it in the corner. Brunson surveying the D. Shoots over Garland. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 10 points.
And that's where Brunson gets a lot of his baskets. He just thrives in the mid-range.
Here's New York. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Fires, high post, and the Knicks good for 2.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And that's Mitchell at his best, playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air.
Bridges inside the three-point line. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Off target from outside. Towns way outside. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Lobbed up there for Mitchell. Strus passes to Mitchell. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Hart. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Brunson.
Well, the handles lost the defender, and the rest was all Jalen.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brunson. Bucket is good. He's got 16.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so it's the New York Knicks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Bruce in at the small forward. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Here's Brunson after the made shot from Evan Mobley. A fadeaway, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Brunson's got the lead back up to 9 now for New York. Brett, when you survey Jalen Brunson going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
Strus's shot is good.
Excellent pass from Mitchell. His teammates are so fortunate to have a guy to make them better.
Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Another 3 for Cleveland.
A creative score. Mitchell uses that versatility and shot-making ability to keep the defenders guessing.
Now, here's Bridges. No scoring in this one.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Strus. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Bridges outside. Shoots over Garland. New York, no good that time either.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
On left of the wing. Here's Towns. That one's off. Still out of sync. Cleveland's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Count that one from Mobley.
Just got to be able to read from the point guard position. And Garland did a nice job there.
Here's Brunson. Out to Bridges. Up top, Hart. Covered by Mobley. Hart, that's good. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
Now Bridges, after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. Here's Brunson. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translated.
On the wing, Mitchell. And stolen by Anunoby. Brunson kicks to Hart. Outside, Towns. There's the triple. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Mitchell wide open. They get it back. Mobley. Mitchell against Bridges. Shot's good by Mitchell.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and That's unfortunate.
Now here's Brunson. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. The shot's good from Brunson.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Hart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Mobley kicks to Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Brunson outside. Here's Anunoby. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Robinson is out there with Achua. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's McBride in at the shooting guard position. New York leading by 5. Payne looking around. And Tucker has it in the corner. Over Hunter. Second chance shot stolen by Wade. Hunter on the wing. No good on the triple. For New York, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Took him no time at all on that one. McBride's got the first basket of the second half here for the Knicks. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Merrill. Here's Hunter. Here's the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And the defense better start respecting DeAndre Hunter from that kind of range.
Here's Achua. Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Wade outside. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Jerome. Payne covering. And that one is good from Jerome.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Pass to Tucker. From deep three-point land. Cavaliers with the rebound. Hunter on the wing. And another 3 for Cleveland.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Robinson kicks to Achua. And he's good on the 3-ball. Achua's got his first 3 points of the game.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Here's Hunter. Robinson pulls it in. New York leading by 3. Tucker dishes to Payne. Back to Tucker. They swipe it. And here's the fast break. Oh, and he misses the dunk. New York's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Such a wide open look. Now it's a 5-point New York lead.
Robinson stretching his limits on that play from the mid-range.
Pass to Hunter. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Achua. Knicks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. McBride passes to Achua. And here's Tucker. Fades back. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Merrill. They get the rebound. 3-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Merrill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the wing right side. Here's McBride. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Hunter. He's got 6 for the lead. The rebound by McBride.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Payne sinks the triple. And the Knicks lead by 5.
And this is why Payne takes a good number of threes. He's pretty effective from there.
Here's Jerome. Launches it. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Payne passes to McBride. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. McBride's got 5 points in the quarter.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
A 3-pointer is right on target. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Now, here's Tucker. From deep 3-point land. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Knicks lead by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Thompson, Wade out there with Hunter. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And here is Hunter. After Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Brunson takes off. And Wade sends it back. Hunter on the wing. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. The 3 from Garland. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books.
Norman Mitchell's great attributes, strength and explosiveness at the rim.
Here's Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebounded by Hart. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Fade away. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 8 rebounds in this game. Mitchell kicks to Strus. Off target with his 3. New York leading by 7. Anunoby outside. It's Hart on the wing. Towns a screen on Allen. Another shot. Back to Anunoby. It's stolen by Allen. By himself. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Good awareness from Allen. He sees that opening, and he turns that steal into a teammate's fast break.
Nailed from 3-point land.
And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Garland the pass to Mobley. From downtown. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 4th assist in this one.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And it's good for 2.
OG Anunoby.
Garland with it. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. And here's Strus for 3. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down.
2 minutes.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. .157 left here in the 4th quarter. The wide open look here for Garland. Good on the triple.
They had to get something, and Darius coming up big.
Brunson outside. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room. Well, that makes sense.
The Knicks leading by 4. And Hart has it in the corner. Garland against Brunson. Shoots a fader. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Mitchell. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. New York's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. New York missing again. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Brunson with it. Garland picks him up. Brunson outside. Pass to Bridges. Brunson against Garland. Brunson no good. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Pass to Towns. Here's Hart. And the Knicks miss again. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is...
matchup in store tonight, Doris. Two conference rivals set to clash once again.
NBA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
And now the opening lineup for New York. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the center position. Oh, got that one up quick.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Brunson up top, defended by Porzingis. Spins. Outside Hart. And here's Brunson from the arc. Drops in the three. Brunson's got 5.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Doris, it's hard to believe that Knicks' title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A., what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
And Anunoby pulls it down.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
On the wing, Tatum. Oh, deflected. Hard with it. Picked up by Tatum. Throws it up high. And it's powered home by Towns.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
Right side, Porzingis. Tatum against Hart. Tatum, good.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by Boston. White on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Launches it. Shot clock at 6. The Knicks pull it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Brunson. Nails the wide open jumper. Brunson's got 7.
Consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Brown. After the basket by New York. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Brunson against Holiday. Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Towns. Here's Hart. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Top of the key. They get it again. Tatum finds Brown. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss. Knicks leading by 5. And you look at Jalen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jalen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Now here's Holiday. He's scoreless. Lets the 3 fly. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
And Brunson, here we go. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 9 points in the game.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
No problems knocking that one down.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rising fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by White. For 3, Bridges. Boston pulls it in. Here's Holiday. And here's Brown for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
Brunson taking his time here. 1 second left. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And their assist total also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
So here are the five for New York as they start the second. They've got Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Towns in at the 5 spot. And, of course, Boston winning. Oh, Porzingis, a huge target.
At that size, Porzingis doesn't have to travel far to get above the cup. That is a nice finish.
They set the screen. Outside Hart. This one for three. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Hart's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Holiday passes to Tatum. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Another one falls for Boston.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
Inside goes Brunson. Anunoby for three. Tatum with some nice D. Boston leading by 3. Pass break. Here come the Celtics. Pass to Horford. Holiday surveying the floor. Clock at 6. Right side White. Offline with a 3. Knicks trail by 3. Anunoby for 3. Horford pulls it in. Boston's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Yeah, Porzingis, because he's a scoring threat, that's going to open up opportunities for him to find his teammates.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Brunson's got 12 points.
3 points.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Now here's White. Give him 8 points now. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll tell you this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
Here's Holiday. To the left wing. Here's Horford. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
Putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of floor general pretty effectively.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Cornette's checked in.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here's Payne outside. It's hauled in by White. Boston leading by 5. Horford goes in. And Horford powers it home.
How about that effort from Al Horford? That is a ferocious finish.
Tucker, the pass to Payne. 1:33 left in the first half. And Tucker gets it to go. Tucker's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Holiday passes to Cornette. On the wing, Tatum. Checked by Tucker. The baseline J is on the way. And it's New York with a rebound. Payne finds Robinson. Outside Achua. Back to Robinson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw good, Robinson. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Here's Achua. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. Outside White. 20 feet out. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. White's got 10.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Right wing. Fires for three. Achua controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Tatum. Can't connect from 14.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Boston out in front. They're up by 1. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got Jaylen Brown, Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
Here's McBride. And it's all from three-point range. Boston leading by 6. Brown with it, picked up by Tucker. Steps back and fires. Brown, no good. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's the 3. New York, again, can't hit. For Boston, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Another miss by Brown. Knicks trail by 6. Lets it go. And the Knicks miss again. Boston has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Unloads. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Knicks trail by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. Here's Hauser. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Robinson can't hit.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And here's Brown for three. And Tucker pulls it down. Knicks trail by 9. Here's McBride. And the Knicks, another three.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Pritchard. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
McBride passes to Payne. Here's Achua. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. Jaylen Brown picks one up. New York shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And that one misses. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score. Oh, wow! What a finish by Jaylen Brown!
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Right against Brown. Lets it go from 11. New York again can't hit. Celtics lead by 6. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by New York. .102 left in the third. Down low. Here's Achua. Rebounded by the Celtics. Greg's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Pritchard. Fires in the triple. And now a 9-point Celtic lead.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Kolek. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Kolek's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Tries it from 19. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Brown's got 9 points now in the second half.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
Here's Kolek. Outside Robinson. Here's Shamet. Trying to get that one to fall. It's been all about Jaylen Brown for Boston, hunting for opportunities, leading to... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Knicks trail by 8. So on the floor for New York, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the 3.
Wow, Jalen Brunson. My goodness, that was deep.
Holiday passes to White. Tatum a screen on Bridges. Here's White. And Anunoby pulls it down. Pass to Towns. Puts up a 3. And the three-pointer goes.
The defense must chase Karl Anthony Towns off that three-point line. This guy is such a great jump shooter.
Holiday passes to White. Outside, Brown. Shoots over Anunoby. Brown can't hit. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. Here's Towns. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
White finds Holiday. Takes a 3. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss.
and you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Towns for three, and again, New York with the triple.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
White, good.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Brunson. Holiday grabs the miss. The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. It's Brown on the wing. Anunoby covering. Pass to Tatum. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now it's a 4-point Boston lead.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior. Yes, sir.
Here's Brunson. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Outside Hart. Three-pointer, Bridges. Called in by Brown. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. This one for 3. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Anunoby finds Towns. And the 3 off target.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
And here's Brown for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Brunson against White. It's Hart on the wing. Bridges outside. Let's go with a 3. Drills it from deep. Bridges has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
The kick to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Pass to Brown. Fades away. Again, the miss by Boston. The Knicks have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Holiday against Brunson. Lets it go from the wing. Boston pulls it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Brown with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
To take the lead. Brunson misses. This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
Outside Holiday. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Brunson outside. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Outside Holiday. From the wing. Offline. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Of attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. Now here's White. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Shot from the wing. White, good. White's got the game going here with the first basket for the Celtics.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Out to White. Fires the three. Hands it from downtown. White's got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Garland. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
This is what he does. Garland's just a natural-born scorer.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's White missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's good.
Oh, that motor on Mitchell just speeding right through his shot.
Here's Boston now. Here's Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Mitchell missing.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Fires from deep. And it's White missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Lets it go from deep. And Donovan Mitchell hit from deep. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. There's Brown with the 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Mitchell's shot is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Porzingis following the basket by Donovan Mitchell.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Brown with the screen on Garland. Holiday, the pass to Brown. White, wide open. He's fired. Gets an open look and hits. White's got 7 points.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Brown inside the line. Allen with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And it's in there.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Mitchell. Hunter on the wing. Vader on the way. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown outside. At the buzzer!
That is how you finish it.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But hey,
a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Filling the perimeter slots, it'll be White and Tatum. Warford and Porzingis are manning the post position. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Tatum kicks to Holiday. Back to Tatum. The tray. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
On defense, Boston. Mitchell wide open. Off target from three-point range. The Celtics shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Holiday finds White. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Cleveland.
Cavaliers substitution number 5.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. White looking around. It's good from long range. White's got the lead up to 3 now for Boston.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
There's the 3. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Garland.
3.
Mobley's got 5.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Garland with the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Count it.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Up top, Garland. And Tatum pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Down low. Stolen by Allen. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
In the first half, 2 minutes.
And here's Tatum for 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. In the corner, it's Hunter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Jared Allen.
Substitution number 13, Tristan Thompson.
Boston trailing. White with it, picked up by Thompson. Holiday against Garland. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Fires for three. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tatum's got 7.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Mobley outside. Pass to Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by the Celtics. The wide open look here for Garland. Money from the wing. And it's 8 points for Darius Garland. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Drops in the tray.
You can't give up these corner 3 balls to Tatum. That is a recipe for disaster.
Mobley left side. Pass to Hunter. Goes up from the top of the key. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
The assist.
Hunter's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And here's Tatum for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one. For 3, Hunter. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And White kicks to Tatum. On the top of the key, and again it's Boston converting. Outside Garland, and he's good on the 3 ball. Garland's got 9 points in the quarter. The 3 from Tatum. Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they got Tristan Thompson. Max Strus is out there with Wade. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the water.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Jerome. The screen from Thompson. Lets it go with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jerome's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Boston has gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Shireman. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Jerome passes to Strus. Oh, good with the triple. The Celtics shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
Well, one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots.
Jerome passes to Merrill. Strus, that's for 2. Rebounded by Hauser.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Here's Pritchard. Knocks down the 3 ball. Pritchard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Jerome. Merrill with the ball. This one for 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Pritchard. Cavaliers with the rebound. Here's Jerome. Merrill on the wing. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
A wide open look here for Craig. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. Here's Merrill. Misses the 3. Boston's got the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Craig. Boston again missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Jerome. Merrill on the wing. For 3.
2 minutes remaining.
Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes.
Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Jerome's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Merrill on the wing. Puts it up. Al Horford with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Here's Jerome. Offline with his 3. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Hauser. Back to Brown. Shoots over Merrill. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 5.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Jerome. Hits it from three-point range.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Brown deciding where to go with it. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Strus, that's for 2. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now an 8-point Cavalier lead.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Brown outside. Out to the wing. Here's Pritchard. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Pritchard's got 6 in the quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Jerome. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Left side, Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Jerome. Oh, he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And they will go into the 4th quarter riding high. That's almost got to feel like a game winner to them.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for her.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. It's Porzingis, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5.
Called on Drew Holiday. 2nd personal foul.
And here is Garland. Takes the 3. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 6. Fires from the wing. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Mitchell outside. 3-pointer. Connects from 3-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Tatum no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. For the three. Rebound, Boston. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Brown. From deep. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Again, Mitchell missing. Celtics trail by 7. Outside, Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Love the aggression from Brown. A tough cover for any defender out there.
RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Back to Mitchell. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Mobley misses. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Brown kicks to Tatum. Fires the 3. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
On its way from Hunter for 2. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Tatum with it. Garland picks him up. Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. On the wing, uses the glass to drop it in. And now just a 1-point Cleveland lead.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Here's Brown. Hunter grabs the miss.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
And here's Garland for 3. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Brown. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
Garland left side. Mitchell outside. No good on the 3. Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. The 3 from Tatum. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Garland finds Allen. Mitchell with it. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
The moment is never too big for Donovan Mitchell.
Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. It counts! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Mitchell passes to Garland. It drops.
And Garland just delivers in a crucial moment. What a shot.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Nails the tray.
I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
Now Garland. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. The The three from Tatum. Can't knock in the three. Here's White. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good.
That's the end of the game.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up.
Thank you all.
So for our reporter, David...